I guess I'm live, folks. See here. See if anybody comes in. Anyway, just want to touch base with you guys. I'll hang tight until somebody comes on. Let's play it by ear. Let me lay down here for a second. Anyway, I got some news for other RVs and other RVers in case, just in case. Let's see who can we get, or who we can muster in here. See, boy, some bad luck if I didn't have any luck at all, right? So you got 3 people now, so let's see who they could be, right? Who could they be? Let's see. Let's see here, hold on. 5 people in the house. My nose is running like a faucet. Anyways, I'm in town here, at least in this town. 7 people. Don't see anybody on the side chat over there. Don't see anybody. That's weird. But I'm about to give myself a haircut, though. To use my trimmers, my handy old trimmers that I got. Anyway. It's funny, there's nobody. It says there's 9, but I don't see, unless there's just 9 people in here and they're just kind of like skimming the iceberg here. In other words, they're not coming in the side chat. Let's see if anybody could come in. I'm lucky to be parked here. I got 12 people. I don't see anybody. 12 people, that is weird. I don't see them in here. Let me try something here. Let me take a look here. I don't know if I should do this. I don't dare, otherwise I'll cut the thing off. But anyway, I just got done with Linda Barker. What's going on, man? Man, I was looking for a waste valve cap here in Flagstaff. Evidently, I lose mine. Every time I go over bumpy roads, man, I hit a pothole, they just bounce off. You know, I'm thinking next time I get one of those caps on, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get some duct tape. And I'm going to duct tape that thing on, right? It ain't coming off. I've learned a lesson. I definitely got duct tape. You know what? I didn't even think about it. I got some cellophane plastic wrap from this gal at up here at Tractor Supply here in Flagstaff. Let me tell you how strict they've gotten. That's why I wanted to come on here. I wanted to message people. Those that are coming up here to RV, it's a lot more hard to do this kind of thing here. They are making it rough on people. I'm telling you what. They do not want RVers in this town, evidently. But I don't, they're certainly clearing they're certainly, making people, they're letting people know that, letting themselves know the system is that they're not going to tolerate this type of camping anymore. Yeah. So, but anyway, I'm breaking, But anyway, I was driving up the road because I was going to go get a waste, because I just realized I lost my waste cap. My valve, not the valve, but the actual cap that goes on the end. And anyway, I'm driving up the road, and anyways, I'm going to try to make a right turn into the next lane, and there's a cop that's far in the background, right? And I I couldn't see that if it was a cop or not. So anyway, I'm going to proceed to get over, and the cop's giving me evidently some room, but not enough room. Not enough room that I liked, So anyway, I got my blinker on, and anyway, the cop finally just lets me pull over, right? Into his lane, right? In front of him. So I get in front of him, and the next thing he does is he pulls me over, right? Turns his lights on, gets me in the next parking lot. So he proceeds to tell me that, hey, dude, you're missing your waste valve cap. And I go, I just knew that. You know why? Because I'm coming to RV country to get another one. And he goes, they're not here no more. And I go, son of a gun. And he goes, well, I'll tell you what, since I got you here, I might as well, Because I already pulled up your registration, all your information, so I don't need your. He goes, can I see your driver's license? At least I go, okay, here's my driver's license. So he goes, oh, okay. And then he proceeds to tell me he didn't know. He proceeds to tell me maybe Walmart or Home Depot or something might have them, And I'm like, I don't think so. Last time I was in Walmart, they didn't have any. And also Home Depot, I said, they do have RV sections. I'd have to call. I'm not going to make a trip, I normally would call RV country, but I assumed they were there. But evidently they moved. See, and they moved to close to Williams, Arizona. So what a bummer, man. So, you know what? It is what it is. And so, yeah, the cop was cool, He's cool. He just let me know, it was missing, That was the reason why he pulled me over, really. And so I'm like, okay, well, let's go. I go, I'm bummed, man. I had it. I told him I left Kingman. I came all the way from Quartzsite, got here. Now, here's the other situation, Mr. Policeman. He goes, well, I go, since I don't know your name, I go, I'm just going to call you Mr. He goes, you're cool. Don't worry about it. He goes, I don't know where, since you're telling me what you're telling me, I don't know where you can find one. And, and I go, I'm going to temporarily go to Tractor Supply, and I'm going to see if I could find some place that's got some plastic wrap, and I'm just going to wrap it with plastic and put a rubber bands around it in the time being. He goes, that'll work temporarily. I go, it'll get me by for the night, and in the morning I'll look up. I think there's a place called Rally White. I think may have them, but they're closed by the time I try to call them. So I'll get on the phone with these dudes tomorrow and see if I can find one or two. I'll buy two. The one that used to be at Tractor Supply, guess what they want? $21 for one of those. I paid like $10 for it. But anyway, let's see. Life and times of leaky. Well, it's not leaky. It's not leaking, but it could. I just was preventing it. I was using the the prevent motion, to try that, But, yeah, there's some temporary things that you could do. I thought of, one gal at Tractor Supply thought that was clever. And I told her, you could get even more clever if you had, like, the small, bands that are about 4 inches wide that wrap around. And you could wrap those a couple hundred times, And if I get a couple big, rubber bands, it'll be good for a little bit, So, but anyway, at least the cop was nice, At least he wasn't a prick, like he could have been. But I did proceed to tell the cop, I said, hey, you know what? People used to be nice and let you in the lane, when you got your blinker on. Especially when you're a mile ahead of them. They should, he goes, well, sometimes they don't see your blinker on, I saw your blinker, so I knew. I go, see, like you knew, but I didn't know if I had enough room to squeeze in. I didn't want to cut you off as a cop, because then you're going to be pissed at me, right? That's the last thing I need is a mad cop at me, right? So I'm like, what a fiasco that would be. So he goes, yeah, I see what you're saying. The tank is empty now. Spillage from Quartzsite to Flagstaff. know what? But then, no, I had a cap when because I put the cap on the quartzite. I got the Kingman and it was on there too. And how I know is because I got gas there, and when I got the gas, the cap was on. So I lost the cap on I-40 somewhere, because I-40's got a bunch of potholes in it, right? So that's an issue there. So East Coast, we got most punchable face. Is there? That's these names you guys come up with are freaking crazy. Like, what else did I do? What did I do yesterday? Not much. I'm in Cracker Barrel, but you're not allowed. They don't want you here more than one night, and then you got to go somewhere else. And I checked all the RV parks around here, and they don't let an RV in their parks unless it's 10 years or newer. Get that. And even if you had a new RV, it would cost you. It cost you minimum of $1,000 a month just to be in it. That's another thing for people that are RVers. Just so you know, it's gonna don't even buy if you have a rig older than 10 years. Minus plus the or minus back the 2023. Then don't even try it. Because they're not going to let you in. Oh, on top of that, you better have a clean record too, because they're going to do a background check on you. There's some more news, just in case somebody with a criminal record, might have a back criminal record or something. They want to, think about it. Don't try it. Or you could try it, but all they're going to do is to. But that the thing is, they're going to charge you for that background check out of your pocket. And then just to find out that, hey, they could tell you this stuff ahead of time. And, But anyway, I went to my doctor today, so I'm going to have to do a couple things here. But we'll see. We'll see how things turn out. Let's see. Cars on the freeway. Thought it was raining mug. Now, I know, you know what? I doubt if they're, I don't know. Who knows? I don't think, what the thing is, there wasn't much for traffic on I-40, actually. It really wasn't. So you stayed at Cracker Barrel for, yeah, I did last year, but they've changed rules since, So, there's a place in the back parking lot over here, but I noticed all those vehicles are cleared out of there. So somebody got those guys cleared out of there. So they're not even letting anybody go on the side of the road. They're not letting anybody go on the definitely not Walmart parking lot. Don't even think about that. I don't know, man. It's getting I don't know. It's getting hard. They're just making it hard and miserable on everybody. They just want to make everybody's life just misery, right? Misery makes company, right? Oh, Walmart, yeah, I already knew that. I knew that. That's been happening. But here, here's the thing. A lot of people, the people that ruin it for others are the people that, set their chairs outside, set the barbecue up and cook, and do all that stuff. And that's what screws people over, That's why people can't do anything anymore, because those that have ruined it for everybody else, So now that they've ruined it for everybody else, nobody else can, nobody gets the opportunity, nobody gets to see the day and the time to do it again, or do anything really. At least it's RVing used to be an easy thing, right? Used to be. It's not so much anymore, It isn't so much anymore, so. Got to be stealthy. Yeah, even the stealthy people, can't get away with it. You got to get lucky if you're, unless you got a van. And even vans are having a hard time with this kind of thing too. Just your simple vans, It don't, just your simple vans. Even they have a hard time. Now if you could get out, well, I think I'm going to look into a place up the road from here. It's called Cinders. I think it's got like a bunch of cinder rock. I think that's why they call it Cinders. But you could go out there, I guess. I'm not so sure because it's been a year since I've even been back over there. So, but you used to be able to, you go up on 66 and about, I don't know, 10 miles, 6 miles, 6 to 10 miles out of Flagstaff, on the right-hand side, there was a place called Cinders. And it's full of red cinders, so there, I think, I'll bet you that place is freaking packed if they even let you in there anymore. That was a place you could go back into and be able to, used to be able to just wing it back in there. So I don't know. I'll have to look. I'll have to look online. That's something I can look up. You don't need to call them. There's nobody you could talk to. But I'll take a look, see, because that'll be the next place I'll just go. Because if it's 6 to 10, that's not that bad. That's not that big of a deal. I ain't gonna sweat that. 10 out is better than, just to have a night's worth of peace of mind, that nobody's knocking on your door, knocking on heaven's door. You remember that song, don't you? Gordon Lightfoot died, evidently. Gordon Lightfoot, remember him? I remember they had a song. He had a song called something about the Fitzgerald went down in, I forget what Great Lakes it went down in, but they left the dock and it was storming, a big storm, right? Big winds, big waves. These are like oceans, man. Big lake, Lake Erie, Lake Michigan, Lake Huron, Huron or whatever, how you pronounce it. But yeah, anyway, I forget which of those Great Lakes that ship went down. And I forget what year. I think it might have been 70s. It had to have been the 70s sometime. Whole ship, that was a big ship too. Big steel freight liner ship, made out of solid steel. Yeah, that thing broke in half. Split right in half. When they found that thing at the bottom, they'd seen that it had been split. Wow. 2 pieces. 2 halves. Unbelievable. Yeah. I see the wreck of Edmund Fitzgerald, yeah. That would be it. Yeah, it split in 2 when it took them a while before they actually found it, because, it makes it tough to go back and, and be out there in the waters, and, how rough the waters can be out there. Yeah. Good to see Linda Barker in the channel tonight, or this early, late afternoon, I should say. I charged up my little small solar generator, and, I got that. I'm not going to watch any TV tonight. I'm just gonna keep this phone charged up, and I'm gonna leave my light. I got my light on back here. Anyway, so let's see here. I got that light on, and it's running off my solar generator. So, but anyway, let's see. Lake Superior. Yeah, I couldn't remember which one it was. But yeah, I mean, like I'm out here in Flagstaff, and a little chilly, not too bad, Got through it was cold. Somebody's pulling next to me. I don't know who it is. They're just gonna camp next to me. That's all. No big deal. I'll spend the night here, and then I'm gonna look up the Cinders, and that's where I'm gonna go tomorrow. And that's where I'll make home. I'll just call it a home for a little bit. At least for the next 14 days until I come up with another plan for somewhere else, Just gotta play it by ear. Getting tired of all the leaky black tanks. Yeah, I'm sure, It's not so much that, The heat's coming, dude. Not here. It's not hot here. It's not hot here at all. It won't be hot here all summer. But oh, somebody's calling me. Hold on, I'm getting a call. Hold on. I may have to get back on here. Hold on a second.